With the academic term nearly over, these students are leaving their studies behind to concentrate on soldiering skills instead. More than 140 members of Bristol University Officer Training Corps have arrived in Cyprus. On the ranges at Dhekelia, they're practising their marksmanship, some firing different weapons for the first time.
With a magazine, load!
This is their annual training camp, and it's a chance to put all the skills and drills they've learnt into practice.
This really is the summation of all the training they've done over the whole year. So we start in the early days just to work on their basic skills and drills, their section attacks and the like. And then we're going to introduce some new and novel scenarios. We're using the ramp craft landing to do an amphibious raid onto the beach, and we'll be using the helicopters. It'll be a great opportunity for those who do go onto the reserve forces or the regular army to practice here what they might have to do for real in a few years' time.
Normally, Bristol University OTC train at Bridge in Wales. Arriving in Cyprus, they've had to adjust to the rough terrain and intense summer heat. But it hasn't put anyone off.
We get together every Wednesday night to train, as a normal TA regiment would. But yeah, summer camp's sort of the highlight of the year, really, probably for most people, because it's the only time we all get to come together and train together and really get to know each other by living together for a prolonged period of time.
It's going pretty well. We're just here to basically run through advanced contact and practice orders and estimates and all that kind of stuff. It's good to get away from Bridge for once and come out, bit of sun.
Part of their training includes an exercise scenario. Their task is to secure an area where terrorists are operating and events are unfolding quickly. They're dealing with local civilians and detainees and finding stores of ammunition and explosives all around the site. Some of these skills were only taught the day before, so there's a lot to take in, but they're being watched and advised the whole time.
Ultimately, the camp's all about leadership and development. One of the reasons for coming out to Cyprus was to put them under a little bit of stress and to give them a little bit of dose of reality, what it's like for the guys on tour. But they're definitely learning. Their learning curve is definitely on the way up.
More than 30% of students from this OTC go on to join the regular army or the reserves. It's hoped by having summer camps like this, more will get a taste for signing up in the future. Carla Prater, Forces News at Dhekelia in Cyprus.